Let's begin. Let's turn the subtitles off.
Which one's your favorite?
I like Lucia.
She's like, cheers, love, the cavalry's here. You're one of those heroes, aren't you?
I'm kind of an anti-hero.
I see the future. Human. Machine.
I like Zen's little outfit.
Don't you?
Even the best journeys end. But a new one is right around the corner.
I am your queen! Let's take him to the wasteland!
One punch is all I need.
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
I cannot wait to push. Draw. Yippee-ki-yay!
We got gun charms now. Whoa, 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 what was that? I saw something sim.
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
I cannot wait to push. Draw. Yippee-ki-yay! Boom, baby!
Is this the new right click? It looks like a prism or something. Huh.
Check me out.
What is that?
Get in there.
It takes a team to tango.
Hello everyone, I am Zoe Schwind, and earlier this week the community was treated to some massive news regarding Overwatch 2. Of course, the biggest announcement by far was the news that Overwatch 2 will arrive on October the 4th as an always-on, always evolving live service game that will be free to play for everyone. Now, if you're like me, you're eager to learn more, and that is why I'm here today at the Blizzard campus to better understand the decisions behind the announcements, find out what they mean for the players, and, with some luck, uncover a few new game details for you at home. And be sure to stay tuned for the world premiere of the new cinematic, The Wastelander, which was teased just a few days ago. So with that, let's get into it.
Let's.
Joining me are Overwatch game director Aaron Keller and production director Paul Hale. First, how are you two?
Wait a minute. Wait, why are they like sitting in front? Why? What? What is this? They're like in front of her, and then they gotta turn around. Who designed this? This looks so uncomfortable for them. Why did they think this was a good idea? This is weird. He's sitting more feminine. Okay.
I'm doing great. Excited.
Yes, me too. So excited to be talking about this.
And I'm so excited to have you both here. Now, that was a
She got like a pillow under her shirt.
ton of news which dropped over the weekend, and the community has been buzzing. And I'm excited to be able to sit down with you two now to unpack all of this for everyone watching at home. Now, the biggest announcement had to be the news that Overwatch 2 is releasing on October 4th as a free-to-play live service. That's incredible, and that must be very, very exciting for you and your team.
Yeah, Overwatch 2, it's been a labor of love for our team. We're all dedicated to creating a game that our community will enjoy for years to come. We also want players to feel like there was always something new for them to play or experience in the game. These goals really led us down the path of developing Overwatch 2 as an always-on living game. One that continues to evolve and expand through seasonal content drops and keeps the game as fresh and fun to play long after it turns on. We're lucky to have such a passionate and creative set of players, and we know that they've been craving more ways to play the game they love so much. In recent years, we haven't done a good enough job at delivering that for our fans, and we feel their frustration. We took a hard look at our strategy for Overwatch 2 to make sure that we could deliver new heroes, new maps, modes, and more to the community on a frequent and consistent basis.
As an Overwatch fan, of course, that's music to my ears.
We know that's the community's top priority, and we feel like we have the right approach to be able to deliver that for them well into the future.
How are you and the team planning to deliver on that promise?
Well, the very first step is getting the game into everyone's hands, and that's going to happen on October 4th when we transition Overwatch 1 and invite every PC and console player to drop in and experience Overwatch 2's reimagined PvP experience.
And that's just the beginning.
Our plan is to deliver a steady drumbeat of new content every 9 weeks through free seasonal updates, ensuring that there's always something new to play, chase, unlock in Overwatch 2.
Well, that all sounds amazing. It's so much of it too. And now I'm sure everyone at home wants to hear more details.
Of course, I'd be happy to share a look at the road ahead.
Our journey is going to begin on October 4th, when Overwatch 2 releases free to play. This includes 3 new heroes, 6 new maps, a brand new mode, and more. The new heroes include Sojourn, Junker Queen,
And a brand new support hero that we'll reveal in the months ahead.
Our new maps will take players across the globe to iconic locations. Our new PvP mode, called Push, will challenge teams in new and exciting ways. Players will also be able to unlock new cosmetic items through the in-game store and Battle Pass,
Battle Pass.
as well as complete weekly...
What is this? Upgrade Battle Pass Season 1. 500 Battle Pass XP Common. Diva Weapon Charm Rare. Reward. Lock collectibles of 4 items. Don't know that I like this.
challenges and experience the start of competitive play 2.0.
Like,
And of course, everyone will also be able to access the revamped heroes, PvP maps, and fan-favorite game modes from the first Overwatch game. Our next season will arrive in early December, where we will...
New tank hero December 6th. New map. 30 new skins. Are they going to be locked behind a battle pass, though? New mythic skin. New battle pass. What is a mythic skin? That's got to be something higher than legendary. That's going to be behind a paywall, I imagine.
We'll introduce a new tank hero, along with a new map. We'll have more themed cosmetic items for players to earn and unlock, and an all-new battle pass, and also in the in-game store. And in 2023, we'll continue to release a new season every 9 weeks.
New here. PvE begins future time.
With either a new hero, new map, or new mode. Players will get the chance to earn more themed content, complete weekly challenges, access new battle passes, and more. There will always be...
Dude, I don't think anybody's going to be excited about this battle pass thing, but I mean, they do got to come out with a way of making money at the same time, but battle pass, that's
be something new to play.
Not excited about that.
In 2023, we'll also begin releasing our new PvE experiences, which we're really excited about. We're really looking forward to being able to share more with the community as we get closer to releasing them.
I know we've seen more and more games shift towards that free-to-play model in recent years, and it really does seem like players have taken a liking to it, especially shooter fans. Did that have an impact on deciding to make Overwatch 2 go free-to-play?
Honestly, not really. For us, free-to-play games offer a lot of advantages. From the very start, Overwatch was designed to be a social experience. We have heroes of different roles, and they all rely on each other.
I thought it was supposed to be a competitive experience.
Accomplish their objectives in the game, so it requires a lot of teamwork. We also see that outside of our game, within our community, with fan art, cosplay, and the Overwatch League. We know our fans are having the most fun when they're playing with their friends or meeting new ones, and the move to free-to-play makes it easy for everyone to just drop in, play the game, join the community, whether they own Overwatch 1 or not. And
yeah, dude, that's like the last thing somebody wants is playing a competitive game and getting somebody who just got it free to play dropping into their game the second they hit level 25. And what is this going to do for smurfing? This is going to make smurfing on like a whole new level now. All you got to do is like probably make an email account and boom, you've got a new account in Overwatch.
with Overwatch 2 crossplay enabled, people can play together no matter what platform they prefer to play on. It's always been a game that stood for inclusivity and community. When they see the roster of heroes, we want them to feel like there's someone there that they can feel connected to.
Anything new in here? Junker Queen's right there, that's new. Soldier's there. Everything else looks pretty much status quo. It's interesting they would start on Sim, but nothing new here.
Because the Overwatch universe is and always will be a place for everyone. And we feel like we have an incredible opportunity with Overwatch 2 to really embrace it.
I can't wait for October when this incredible journey will begin for all of us. Now that we have a better understanding of what's to come, I'd love to dive a little deeper, starting with Overwatch 2's new approach to PvP. Can you maybe elaborate and explain a little more?
Sure. PvP has always been at the heart of the Overwatch experience, and we've made some tweaks to it over the years, but Overwatch 2 really gave us the opportunity to put the mode under a microscope. And we really wanted players to feel that they had more impact in a match. And we've made significant, fundamental changes that we just couldn't do in the current live game. This was a foundational shift that changed everything.
Like
Heroes,
what?
maps, and more. So we had to reevaluate every aspect of PvP to ensure we got it right. We've been encouraged by player feedback from the first beta, and we will continue to make updates and improvements in the game.
Well, earlier today, I had a chance to sit down with a few additional members of the Overwatch team and hear more about all the work they're doing to redefine PvP in Overwatch 2. So let's take a look.
One of the things that gets us up in the morning, happy to work on Overwatch, it's first and foremost a really special game. The way we portray a bright future, everyone on the team is really proud of it.
We're bringing an all-new PvP experience. We're transforming from a 6v6 to a 5v5.
We already know that.
A lot of how we design heroes and actually how we balance them as well. We had to go back and look at all the heroes and all the tanks especially and make sure that everyone fits and works really well in this new paradigm. This newfound importance on each individual player to feel like they can really make an impact on the game.
We're trying to obviously maintain the original character's identity and overall silhouette, colors, statements, but also kind of bring something a little bit new.
So we gave Bastion a hat.
We can make balance adjustments really quick. As fast as our design team sees that there's an issue.
Jeff Goodman and the rest of the hero design team have been loving all the feedback coming in. They have tons of awesome ideas about how to change or adjust balance.
So heroes like Orisa got a major rework. We're looking at how many barriers are in place. You think about Overwatch, you think of these really protective shields. But we're looking at it from the perspective of, what if she didn't have that? What would that even look like? We're just always looking for great opportunities to change for the better.
I'm really excited about how we've refreshed all the maps.
I think we've done a lot of great changes, especially for PvP.
A lot of our old stuff just looks gorgeous now. We've done a lot with the art and with lighting and shadows and just made stuff pop a little bit more. We also added some options with like daytime, nighttime.
I think all of the
Dude, they haven't said anything new yet. We're 11 minutes in, nothing new. Everything they've said we've already known from the previous beta.
Overwatch 2 maps are custom recorded in the actual place. We've hired a field recordist to actually go capture ambience of the real world location. We realize it's a subtle detail, but those are the things that really make these maps come to life.
We have done a pass playing all the old maps in 5v5 and adjusting things for that kind of setup, whether it's moving cover around just a little bit or tweaking a door.
In the beta, we're listening to feedback, so we're going to improve each map based on what the players have been singing.
We've been working on these for a little while now, and we're really excited about it.
We were really happy with the positive feedback once people were able to play it. I think it was an important milestone for us to get it in players' hands.
Competitive play is a different thing to a lot of different people. And we really didn't think we were providing enough tools and measures to actually help players out if they did want to improve. We're reworking our scoreboard to provide more information to players as they're
reworking the score. You gonna show it?
The match, but once they finish the match, we're actually going to provide an after-action report.
Where is it?
So you can look at the report while you're in queue. You can actually go.
Oh, what is this? Okay, history. This is the same history we had before. It just looks a little different, but it's not actually telling us anything new here. View game report button.
Go into your history section and look. We want to work towards providing
Where's the report?
Information that will help you improve your game.
We've been getting
Yo, where's the report? Like, show us something.
feedback from a lot of different areas, from our community team, like streamers, influencers. We've also been getting a lot of feedback from Overwatch League players.
We do want to actually provide a bit of feeling of progression. So one of the other changes we're making alongside that is not making your skill rating quite so granular. Right now, it's a very hard number.
What?
Instead of numeric skill rating, we're adding these skill tiers within the larger ones. If you see someone at a really high skill tier, you know that person is not just that good of an Overwatch player, but they've earned it.
What does that mean?
One of the
no
cool things
detail
about Overwatch 2 is it has this new push game mode and maps along with it. Push is a PvP game mode on several different new maps.
We've seen this already. This was in the last beta.
In Overwatch League as well.
And once we started playtesting it, it was kind of an instant hit.
There's a level. It has one path that goes all the way through it from one base to
we
the
already
other.
know push. This was in the previous beta.
And he's this lovable robot with a pair of barricades next to him. And the players are essentially fighting for control. And if they take
It was a
control
fun
by
game mode
taking
though.
out
I
the
did
other
like
enemy
it.
team, TS1 will move a barricade towards the enemy base. To win, you either get that barricade all the way to the enemy base, or after a certain amount of time, did you move your barricade farther than the enemy team did? It's a very fair game mode. I think the maps are great. It provides for a lot of different locations.
Yeah, it is a good game mode. I'll give them that.
We developed a lot of engine upgrades in the game, so this allows us to do faster iteration. This was a huge effort by our engine team to allow the art team to build faster, more detailed environments in a shorter amount of time. You will get to experience the game world. We wanted to feel much more immersive.
Overwatch 2 is a dream for audio features. It's everything we've ever really wanted to do. We really go into every little bit of detail, trying to find a way that every sound will cut through. When we started on Overwatch 1, we were really focused on the headphone mix. We thought for a PC-first kind of game, we realized that people listen to Overwatch in all types of different places. So now we support home theater, Dolby Atmos in the game. Now consoles offer all kinds of new things too, like 3D audio that we're supporting. There's new voice lines, new conversations between all of the favorite heroes, and we have so many, there'll be more that'll just come to the game over time. We've written 25,000 voice lines for Overwatch 2.
Sheesh!
So,
a lot of voice
tons
lines.
of new features, and the reality is that Overwatch scales even beyond that, all the way up to giant sports arenas for our Overwatch finals.
Everything you like about Overwatch, you're gonna get that in Overwatch 2, but even more.
We're really listening to that feedback. A lot of it we felt like, man, we really think this is going to be super fun, and we just need people to be able to play it.
October 4th is really just the beginning.
I mean, just amazing work by the entire team, and I personally can't wait to finally get my hands on the full PvP experience when Overwatch 2 goes live this October. And October is just the start. As Paul mentioned earlier, Overwatch 2 will continue to evolve and grow over time. But what does that mean for us, the players? Well, I went behind the scenes to talk with the team working on new seasonal content and find out more. So let's take a closer look at what players can expect when Overwatch 2
This is how they nickel and
expands
dime us to
post-launch.
death.
We're really excited because people will just be able to just fully immerse yourself in the maps and the storylines and the heroes.
With the new seasonal model, we'll be able to drop a ton of content in very frequently as we're updating the game through these big seasonal drops. We're looking at releasing heroes every other season, and then a map in between those. And on top of that, we're looking at dropping a ton of content involving skins and other great goodies for players to get their hands on for each seasonal drop.
We have so much that we want to do in Overwatch to develop this game because we think it's the next step for us. We think there's so much more we could bring.
I'm really happy moving
That
to
map
our
looked cool.
season-based schedule, making this really huge commitment to regular updates.
Why is she
It's
working off of a
exciting at the
laptop
same
when she's
time
got a
because
screen right above
I know
it?
what this team can do.
We really want
Who
players
does
to be
that?
able to anticipate when things are going to enter the game.
With all the new content and events coming in, it's even more important to just make sure that everybody knows what's coming.
And along with the free-to-play change, we're doing away with loot boxes entirely. We have a new battle pass model coming in, and we have a store as well. So the players will have a lot more control about how they interact with the game and how they acquire the content.
We've been working on so many things over the past couple of years. I'm most excited for folks to see some of the new heroes that we've been kind of cooking up.
It's a bunch of different reasons why we choose to make a hero. We're trying to follow the narrative, pick the hero that makes sense. Or do we need to create a hero that answers this meta, counters a certain strategy that's too strong in the game?
We've got 2 more supports and another tank in just the first couple of seasons, and we're still working on new characters for a
Can we
year and a half down the
learn
line as
about
well.
these
There's
supports?
characters that folks
Support
have
hasn't
seen
gotten a new
glimpses of
character in a
story,
long
and there's
time.
Also characters that you've never seen before, never heard about.
We were looking at making sure the new heroes fit within this new, very fast-paced paradigm and less shields and crowd control. You can see a lot of that reflected in team play moments, but with a much faster-paced vibe.
We want to push the sci-fi, the futuristic feeling of maps. There's a touch of sci-fi everywhere you look. So this is something that was a bit more subtle in Overwatch 1. We really want players to feel that the world takes place in not so distant future.
Coming up next is Rio.
Rio, new PvP map. Pretty sure everybody's gonna love that one as well.
It's a great map. It's close to the team. Many people on the team are from Brazil, so it was kind of fun to inject the culture, the colors, the vibe into
This
map.
looks cool.
There's a map that takes place in Portugal. This map is pretty close to the team because our lead environment artist, he's from Portugal. People from the
That looks
location
pretty cool
really get a
too.
sense that we've done a ton of research.
But we're not seeing
and
much.
We were very inspired, and I think we captured it
That-
pretty
that
beautifully in
looks
the game. It is
cool.
a push map, one of the newest game modes, and we tried some pretty interesting layouts for this one, so we hope the players like it. We definitely want the game to feel like a globe-trotting adventure.
There's new types of content from what you're
Maps
used to in
look good.
Overwatch 1. We have charms,
Ugh.
we have banners.
The current skin that's in the works that I worked on actually is for Genji. He's got this kind of cyberpunk.
What is the point of a banner? Like, is that just like a victory thing or something? But like, even still, like that's like an uncommon drop in a current loot box. So why? But this looks kind of interesting. He's holding like a smoke grenade or something in his mouth. So these must be the mythic skins. So they're gonna be like glowy and stuff like that, and the thing that everybody's gonna want. But the only way to get it is dropping actual money down to get it. And this is how they'll nickel and dime you to death with like these really cool, amazing looking skins. And I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I don't know.
Punk Japanese demonic theme. Mythic skins are meant to be this next tier of skins above legendary. We
Damn,
want
I'm
players to
good.
go in there and pick and choose certain
Neon tactical demonic.
pieces meant to be this extra awesome legendary skin that you can customize. We're concurrently developing quite a few mythic skins. They're going to be released over the seasons.
All this amazing stuff, all of the amazing skins.
For weapon charms, really what we're looking for there is just for the players to be able to express themselves and dress their character up.
Dude, nobody cares about that. Except for maybe the Mercy mains out there. Nobody, like, what?
On Overwatch visually is to focus a lot on the
Wait a minute. Sim gun. They're changing a right click.
first person view. We
Shit.
want you to be able to see it.
Whoa. Whoa. That looked really fast.
Want you to.
Holy shit, look how fast that's going. Dude, that thing is moving. This isn't even a second. Interesting.
You to be able to see it and enjoy it while you're playing the game.
One thing that was really important to us was to make sure that players, if they earn anything in the game anywhere, that they're able to use it everywhere. So if you earn something on console or on PC or on Overwatch 1.
The other thing I noticed is her gun's got 100 ammo versus I think it's 70 right now. Which could mean they're taking away her feeding off of shields for more ammo, maybe?
You can always use it in anywhere in Overwatch 2 as well. And with each new season, there'll be a ton of new content and a new battle pass as well. These seasonal updates will allow us to be constantly infusing the game with new content, new heroes, new maps, so the game just gets...
Dude, that looks terrible. That trophy looks so basic. Like, I hope they're not going to try to sell this on a battle pass. This will probably be the crap we get out of our current loot boxes or freebie items, which looks pretty not great to me. This looks basic. Basic is...
The game is going to feel fresh.
I'll just leave it at that.
There's always going to be something for you to do or to work towards. There's never going to be a point where you're like, gosh, I don't have anything to do.
Being able to provide players with
that was a new Sim skin.
New maps.
It is going to be a growing and evolving game. There's so much for us to explore as we move forward.
Get ready, it's going to be really exciting, really fun. With both PvP and PvE, there's going to be really great content for you to immerse yourself in and continue to play over and over again with your friends.
We can't wait for October 4th. We're just excited to be back.
I mean, it's so great to see how much thought and care your team is pouring into really elevating the game through post-launch season. So, you mentioned that PvE is coming in 2023. Now, can you tell us how the development is going and why the team is committed to bringing these type of experiences into Overwatch?
We're all so invested in the world of Overwatch and the heroes that live in it. And through the years, we've developed cinematics, animated shorts, and graphic novels for our players who just want to get deeper into the lore. With PvE, we have an opportunity to go a step further, to go deeper into diverse storytelling in ways that we really just haven't been able to before. So we are planning to expand the Overwatch universe through these seasons that we just described, and we will start delivering this PvE gameplay in 2023.
PvE will be delivered through the live service, and that means we'll be able to deliver and tell more Overwatch stories and create more opportunities to experience our heroes. Here's a sneak peek at what we're working on.
The team's goal for PvE in Overwatch 2 is to basically move the overall story of Overwatch forward. We've told a lot of short stories along the way. There are a lot of to be continues. It's time for us to answer those questions, close off some of those stories, ask new questions. So the new game will definitely move the overall canon of the lore of Overwatch forward.
Get those doors open!
For the PvP live service, for certain seasons, you're also going to get some PvE maps. You'll be fighting Null Sector in at least some of the maps. They've come back and they're mad, so it's Overwatch's job to take them out. There's going to be content for you to immerse yourself in and continue to play over and over again.
A lot of the older guys from the original Overwatch team, they're coming back, but they need help with some of the younger generation like Brigitte and Lucio. So we're going to tell the story of how Overwatch basically gets back together. Another thing we want to do with the story is to showcase more of where the characters are from. For example, Torbjorn is from Gothenburg. Players will get a chance to see what Torbjorn's factory looks like.
You can play PvE with your friends and immerse yourself in the world and stay inside of it a little bit longer.
Wow, this is incredible. It's so great to get that first sneak peek, so thank you so much for sharing that. Before I let you run off, is there anything you would like to say to the community watching?
Yeah, we are so excited for today, and we're so excited for you all to be able to see everything that we want to show you. And we really cannot wait for October 4th when we're all playing this game together.
Neither can I. Now, we'll also take a deeper look at a brand new hero. That's right, Junker Queen, who will be playable for the first time during the beta later this month already. Now, before we do that though, we thought we'd take a look at Junker Queen's origin story to get to know the next great Overwatch character a little better. Paul, Aaron, we appreciate you spending some time with us today. Best of luck to you and of course your entire team as you gear up for that launch. Let's take a look.
What are they saying?
Sacrifice and I know pain. On Mixed Mutants Raiders, many I'd slay. Junkertown is my domain, and when I'm done, none of this will remain. There will be a reckoning!
I don't know what most of the lyrics were there.
Unbelievable new hero, and we will dive deeper into Junker Queen. But first, I wanted to introduce art director Dion Rogers and a few new faces to the show. We have narrative designer Miranda Moyer and cinematic director Ben Dye. Thank you guys so much for joining. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Happy to be here. I'm really excited to share this. It takes an army to create a game.
I mean, the effort is clearly paying off. That short was just so much fun to watch. Now, it's been such an exciting week for everyone watching, but I'm sure for you three as well. Players have learned that the next beta is coming on June 28th. Can you tell me a little bit more about what we can expect to see in this beta?
The biggest thing is open to console players this time. We're gonna add a new map, Rio. Junker Queen will be playable finally. So this should be pretty fun.
I mean, I personally can't wait to get my hands on Junker Queen, and you're representing her right there with the cool shirt as well. What a great segue. So let's talk more about the newest Overwatch hero.
I think it's super exciting. I know
I'm interested to see that Rio map.
Anticipating this character for a long time. She's been super prominent in our lore ever since the Junkertown map came out, and I think people have really been looking forward to finally getting to experience everything that she has to offer.
What makes Junker Queen so unique, and why do you think the Overwatch players will love her?
So Junker Queen is interesting. Usually when we start a character, we do a bunch of drawings and we have a little story. But she was kind of born out of the Junkertown map. We started to create this map that was associated with Roadhog and Junkrat. This narrative started to appear where they've been kicked out of the city. And so we're like, who kicked them out? And we're like, well, maybe there's some sort of leader. So we had the kind of Junkertown decree that you can see in the level. And then over time, it kind of developed that it was a queen.
During the short, We're actually developing her personality. She's full of attitude. You know, that's what we love about her is she's really, really strong. So she's very recognizable, and obviously the lore behind her is very interesting. So some of that potentially can bounce off what the game design will be.
It's great to hear that it's just such a collaboration with the Overwatch team.
Yeah, this is the fun part about working together.
The Overwatch universe, it's filled with memorable heroes. And as you said yourself, Ben, it does take a village of dedicated developers to really bring each one of those to life, but in a meaningful way. So let's take a deeper look at the making of Junker Queen.
When we started on Junker Queen, first we have to decide what kind of role she's going to take. So she's a tank. She's a really aggressive tank. You know, we didn't want her to be kind of a Reinhardt style, stay back and guard her team. She's got this very ferocious nature, and we wanted for that to be represented in her gameplay as well.
Personally, what I'm most excited about Junker Queen is just her big axe, you know, just to be able to swing that thing around is awesome.
It's always great to have some sort of anchor point to make sure we really incorporate this axe into her abilities. Her secondary we call Jagged Blade. If you do your quick melee attack, she will kind of swing with the blade instead of normal punch. It does a little bit of extra damage and creates a wound on the enemy. So she can throw the blade as her secondary fire, and it's really a great sort of skill shot to be able to land on the enemy, especially like a moving enemy if you can land it. And after you throw it, she'll recall it, and the force of recalling it, if it's stuck into somebody, will actually pull them forward. So she can actually kind of pull people to herself if you can manage to stick that blade into somebody. For Junker Queen's ultimate, we have an ability called Rampage. She creates this kind of whirlwind of magnetized metal, including her weapons, and it whirls around her, and then she dashes forward, and you try to go through as many enemies as possible and tag them all up. That also wounds everybody, which is really important because it's very easy to hit with this large area effect, so it heals you for a lot, but also it creates a debuff on the enemies that reduces the healing that they receive to 0.
What?
Our sound designer has done an incredible job with her. She's full of snarky.
Dude, this seems OP. Like, they gave her way too many abilities that other tanks don't have. So she can melee for a higher damage plus do damage over time with it. She has a hook ability, which is like a Roadhog ability. The damage over time is like a mini Ana ability. Her ultimate is an Ana ability. Plus, it's something to get people through chokes.
So all throughout her kit, there's little guitar sounds actually hidden. So if you listen to her axe, she pulls it out and there's a big screech on the guitar strings and she pulls it forward. We have a wonderful actor named Leah who we found after a huge global search trying to find the right voice for her.
Here I am.
It's really amazing when the right actor matches the character and the personality. You feel this sort of magic that comes out of it.
I think players are gonna love her. She's scary, she's awesome.
She's a departure from any other hero that we have here.
You know, this is just a straightforward badass character.
She's just been so much fun to work on, and I'm just so glad to get her in people's hands finally.
The Queen of Junkertown has arrived. So how does the Junker Queen fit into the overall world of Overwatch?
I think Junker Queen's pretty interesting because there have been previous rulers of Junkertown. Junker Queen was not always the queen. And the old rulers of Junkertown have always been kind of content to just, you know, lord over the city. But Junker Queen, she has a very big axe and big ideas to go along with it.
What did you aim to achieve when developing Junker Queen?
We want to tell deeper stories for our heroes, have heroes that are connected to the world of the game. Big thing for Overwatch 2 is to move the lore of Overwatch along, so these type of heroes help that.
What are her abilities, and how do those abilities actually make her successful in the role she's in?
What's pretty awesome about this hero, she was developed when 5v5 from the start. She was never a part of the 6v6 world of Overwatch. Knowing she's the only tank on the team, what abilities that will help bolster the team. She has this commanding shout. It boosts the speed and armor of the heroes around her. So especially you need to push through a choke.
Wait, so now she's got an Ana ability, she's got a Roadhog ability, she's got a Brigitte ability, and now she has a Lucio ability? Like, how is this not overpowered? Like, this doesn't sound like a typical Overwatch hero. This sounds like all right, if they're gonna make a new tank and expect it to be a solo tank, like, and add all these abilities, how does that not just immediately nerf the majority of other tanks? Unless they're gonna get love later. Like, for example, Zarya, Diva, those two immediately come to mind. Like, how does that... And then, like, how fast would they be moving if you Lucio speed boost at the same time she does that speed ability? Because I would assume they would have to stack. So how fast would that be?
She does the shout, all the players hear it, they move forward. She has a bunch of weapons, you know. I think she named one of her weapons, right?
Yeah, her knife that she throws and pulls back is named Gracie.
Yeah, right. A lot of her abilities kind of drain on the heroes and gives her health back.
Her ultimate, basically, it shoots you forward. And
Wait, gives her health back. Wait, what?
It gives her health back.
Her ultimate, basically, it shoots you forward, and you do this whirlwind with her axe that it does like a big anti-nade on everybody around.
It's like a Doomfist ability.
Her ultimate, basically, it shoots you forward, and you do this whirlwind with her axe.
That gave her like 200 HP, give or take a little bit. That's like a mini. So now she's got like a mini Doomfist ability to her. Like, dude, I don't know. I'm guessing she's gonna be really overpowered and then just receive nerfs up the ass.
That it does like a big anti-nade on everybody.
Because that's like every Overwatch hero that's ever been created.
Are there any particular maps you feel that Jungle Queen plays really well on?
Getting close is where she's pretty dangerous, so maps that have a nice flank routes allow her to get in closer to the enemy and then start to do what she does best, is reckoning.
So another big piece of news over the weekend that got the Overwatch community just buzzing with excitement was, of course, the tease of your new cinematic trailer, The Wastelander, which we're going to premiere here in just a few moments. But before we do, Ben, can you tell us a little bit more about it?
I remember in the very beginning of our story room jam sections, there's talk about what type of story we want to tell, right? Should we include Junkrat? Should we include Roadhog? But ultimately, I think we wanted to focus on our main character. It's a character reveal. It's potentially a sort of a revenge origin story, you know. Actually give a little bit more lore into Junkertown, how she become the queen, how was that society being governed, you know, prior to she become the queen.
Well, you and the team, you guys pour so much love and time into these cinematics and into these heroes, and it really shines through. I want to thank all three of you for taking the time to sit down with me today and sharing all of this amazing information.
Yes,
Thank you.
I know the fans at home are on the edges of their seats. So am I, waiting to see it. So let's take a look at the world premiere of the Overwatch 2's new cinematic, The Wastelander, featuring the latest hero, Jungle Queen.
Take them out with the rest of the garbage. Let the Wasteland deal with them.
Mom? Dad? What's happening?
We fought in a war together, Mason. Don't do this.
Please! Don't leave us out here alone!
Get out of my city.
What? I'm not allowed to have a bad dream? No Wastelander has ever made it to the reckoning before.
Junkrat.
But here I am. A free-for-all with zero rules.
So how much you want to bet these two characters here? Giger, whatever, and Miri? How much you want to bet these two will end up being Overwatch heroes, like, down the road? I like, once they start running out of content and they need to, I think they've just, like, shown us two new heroes. A tank and a DPS character right here is what this looks like. Making that prediction right now. And then Junker King will probably be another tank, it looks like. Another, like, mech hero. I guarantee this will be a character too down the road.
King Howell has never lost. Not in 13 years of rule.
On the battlefield.
Not until today.
The reckoning begins in 5, 4, 3.
Did you really think this would be a fair fight? You don't survive the reckoning unless the winner grants you mercy. That's why I've got to win this whole thing.
I don't know how to say these names. Mary? I don't know. She looks like she's like aliens themed off of the Power Loader. It's kind of cool.
Scavengers like you ain't so bad. You know how to fight dirty. I want scavs like him on my side when I'm queen. Speaking of, come on, big boy. Off target by this one. G'day, Mary. What are you smiling about? If you're smart enough to run the Tinkers, why are you working for this strong guy?
Like you'd be any better.
At least I wouldn't shoot my friends in the back.
Wastelander scum! I won't just die!
Because we're stronger than you. You haven't had a real fight. In 13 years, we had them every bloody day!
I am the king! I own everyone here!
Not in this arena. What the? This meathead has a bigger magnet? Figures. Go! That could have gone better.
You idiot! I'll kill you for that!
No. Not today.
Wait! Mercy.
I'll give you the same mercy you showed my family 13 years ago. Get out of my city. Now they're probably wondering what sort of changes I'll make around here. Well, buckler, they're about to find out.
This is the legend of the Dunker Queen! Watch your back, she's a hurt machine! Fought the world since 17! She better down with kerosene!
Blizzard's always had
Well, that about wraps
really
things up for today
amazing
here at
shorts,
Blizzard. I wanna
but
thank each and every one of you for tuning
I mean,
in.
it's not saying
Make
much when
sure
I
to
say
follow
this,
Play
but that was
Overwatch on
probably
social
their worst one. But I mean, it was still good, but I don't know. That one felt different than the other ones. And it just, I don't know, it wasn't as good. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as the other ones, is all I'm trying to say.
For all the latest news and announcements about Overwatch 2, now can't wait to see you all in game.
Well, we've seen, I don't know. All I'm getting from this is they're going to microtransaction us to death and try to tempt us with fancy skins and little charms on our guns and stuff like that to do it. I don't think I like the battle pass thing. I wasn't a huge fan of loot boxes, but Overwatch was always generous about how their loot boxes worked. And to see that go away kind of saddens me. Although I get it because they got to make money somehow, but I don't know. There's got to be a better way to go about this than battle passes. But that worries me. We didn't see a lot of new stuff though. We saw 2 new maps. We saw a new hero. We got hinted a support hero with the Fox. We got like 2 frames, like, well, realistically like 5 frames of Sim's new right click. We got some previews of some new skins. We were told there's going to be a after game report feature that will give us more statistics and a new statistics screen when we're in the game, but they didn't show any of that. And that's about it. And then the hero. I mean, overall, this wasn't that big of a reveal to me. A little disappointing. To me, this was kind of a disappointing reveal. But I don't know. It is what it is. I'll say this though: the thing that concerns me the most about going free to play is what's to stop griefers, trollers, smurfs from just making up a bunch of email addresses, making up new accounts, getting to level 25, and then boom, they're back in the queue again. I mean, at least before they had to pay money to do that. Now, what's stopping them? And I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anybody on Reddit talking about that, and I didn't see that being addressed at all. I personally haven't really played too many games that have a battle pass in it. There's a mobile game I play that has it, and I don't do anything with it, and I already feel like I'm falling behind because I don't participate in that, which is annoying. Because it makes it feel very pay to win. Now, I don't think I'm gonna get that feeling in Overwatch. However, the skins that are going to come out for this battle pass, I'm betting, are going to be on a whole other level, kind of like the Overwatch League skins. And I feel like you're going to feel peer pressure to get them. On the other hand, I feel like trolls are going to use that as another means of being like, oh, you're paying for battle passes, and use that as a way to troll people. And the reason I say that is because they'll find every reason under the sun to troll anybody they don't like in their game. So for example, like their border level, you know, oh, you're gold border, hard stuck, silver something, you know, whatever your rank is. So I half expect to see that. And I think the only other thing I really have to say about this reveal on a critical level is they didn't show much new stuff. I mean, like, if you didn't pay any attention and you were living under a rock during the first Overwatch 2 beta, then you see a lot of new stuff here. But anybody interested in this, for the most part, would have been paying attention to that first beta. So not much new stuff got shown here. I'm a little concerned about Junker Queen being like way too overpowered, but given Blizzard's track record, when they release a new hero, they're always overpowered, and I wish they would learn from that, but it doesn't sound like that's going to be the case here. I hope I'm wrong, but I think Junker Queen's going to see a lot of nerfs once she is an actual hero in the game. Unless the beta reveals a lot of that problem early on, and then she gets nerfed before even becoming a hero. But I'm making the prediction that Junker Queen's going to get nerfed between her release on this initial beta to when the first couple balance patches come out of her being a live hero, or even before that. But that's about all I got on that. So that's my initial reaction is kind of on the slightly negative side, but I mean, the things that I liked about the Overwatch 2 beta when I participated in it, like the graphics I thought looked better, you know, the sound effects and all that were definitely an improvement. I do like going to a single tank situation. It felt better than I thought it would. However, I'm a little disappointed I didn't hear about any balance changes to some of the existing tanks. I'd like to see D.Va and Zarya maybe get some attention. Maybe even Roadhog, maybe. But definitely Zarya and D.Va. They felt very underwhelming from my beta experience. Sigma too, maybe. But a little disappointed not to hear anything about any other balance changes being done to existing heroes, because we know Symmetra got some kind of a change done to her right click. We got a very brief snippet of that, and it would have been nice to have gotten some more info about that. But I don't know, I guess that's all going to be stuff we'll have to wait for the next beta for, so until then.